Woo! Hello there. My name is Bobby Higley. I'm the host of this here show. But this show is not about me. It's about the 12 queer comedians that we have competing, courtesy of our wonderful sponsors. Everybody, you're going to need to give it up for AHF. Woo! They gave us $1,500 to give to first and second. We're excited about that. Give it up to the Timber Room for hosting us. Yeah, and give it up to Queer Space Magazine for producing. Yes. So this is a live recording. Get crazy. Be stupid. It's going to be fun. If you're at home, you're going to be voting below the video. So make sure you vote for your favorite comedian. The people here in the audience are going to have the choice as well. Our first comedian is hailed from Portland and is absolutely hysterical. Everybody put your hands together for D. Martin Austin!
Hello, everyone. My name is D. Martin Austin. As you can tell, I'm a queer comic of color. And like all other comedians, I have clinical depression. But unlike most comedians, I won't act on my suicidal ideations because I don't want to commit a hate crime. So that's working out nicely. That's great. It's been kind of a mixed year for me. I was so excited to be here. I got my nails done, and I think they're pretty nice. But no one told me it would make it hard to wipe my ass. What the hell? How did that not come up in conversation, people? Like, unless you can wipe, you can wrap like 3 fingers in toilet paper and get like a nice internal swab. Is it really wiping your ass? I don't think so. I'm very upset right now. Never doing it again. On my way here, I was stopped at a traffic light, and a proud black man rode up next to me on a bicycle and threw up the black fist of solidarity. And naturally, I responded in kind and watched with pride as he rode to the next corner and once again threw up the black fist of solidarity to no one in particular. And it was at that moment I realized that nigga was just turning right. And that was very, very disappointing. I'm salty about it even now. Very upset. And the alt-right have changed their strategies. Remember last year, like anytime you say anything on social media, they would just throw out some random-ass insult like cuck or snowflake or cupcake or sugar tits. And it was fun because you got to play a little game like, are you trying to seduce me or insult me? I don't know. I'm confused. It's like Fleet Week, you know what I mean? Some of you seem confused. Let me explain. Anytime I see 2 or more men in Navy uniforms, I'm never sure if they're exercising our freedom or protecting it. It's very confusing, but fun. To be fair, those aren't mutually exclusive options either. Just so you know. Like, there's no reason to think 2 or more sailors aren't, in fact, heading back to a boat to make out or do that weird squeezing 2 hot dogs out of the package thing that's so popular on the internet. But does nothing for me, guys. Nothing at all. Because throughout my life, I've given hand jobs, blow jobs, rim jobs. I've ridden a dick like a mechanical bull, but not once in my life have I ever rubbed a man's dick against my own, because that's just gay. I have standards. I told that joke once in a bar full of nothing but straight dudes, and they got mad. One after another, they came up to me with their chest all puffed out. They're like, what do you mean you've never rubbed dicks? I've rubbed all my friends' dicks. That's how we start fires. And seemed a little aggressive, right? But then I found out about this concept called bro sex. Are you familiar? For those of you who aren't, bro sex is when 2 cisgender heterosexual men just knock it out for a night. And I'm not kink shaming at all. You do you or your best friend. Whatever stops you from being the next mass shooter, I'm all about it. I just don't understand how it happens, you know? Like, for me, if any one of you buys me enough Jello shots, grabs my ass, and tells me I'm pretty, it's go time. That makes sense. But I have a harder time imagining 2 dudes just sitting around, drinking a keg, watching football, and all of a sudden, Brent looks over at Chet and is like, yo, Chet, what that mouth do? And then Chet looks up at Brent and is like, oh, this mouth? Suck a mean dick, bro, up high. That seems a bit weird to me. I don't know. I've been getting older recently. But I've just been getting older. I recently started getting more mature, and those are two different things, right? Like, age is just a measure of time, you know? If you stay alive long enough, success. But maturity, that's measured in how you respond to difficult situations, right? Like, in my early 20s, if I got a splinter, I was filing a lawsuit against trees. I would not stand for such injustice. Now, in my late 30s, I was doing a show the other night, and I went to the restroom, and written on the stall in bright blue ink were the words, "Fuck you, you little dick faggot bitch," which is dark, because now I'm the only one that can use that bathroom. It has my name on it. It's mine. So, you're beautiful. I love you. Have a good night.
One more time for D. Martin Austin! And give it up for Portland's darling, Jenna Vesper.
Oh, hello, Seattle. Hello, world. It's fine. I'm sorry. I'm in a weird mood. Okay, so here's the thing. For the last 2 months in a row, the batteries in both my rechargeable water pick flosser and my rechargeable vibrator, they died on the same day. 2 months in a row. And I honestly don't know what that means at all. Or what that says about me as a person. And I can feel your judgment for sure. I don't know if I should tell my therapist or my dentist. I don't know who to tell. I don't know who to I told you guys instead. That's the thing about comedy. Oh boy. Fuck. Okay, guys. Let's be honest. I'm incredibly hungover. I'm just incredibly hungover. And it was really hard to get here, to do this show because does anyone else experience this? When I'm really hungover, I get super horny. Anyone else get super horned up when you're hungover? I may be dehydrated from the 8 PBRs I had last night, but not down here, You know what I'm saying? So, it was hard to get here because I've been just nursing my hangover the only way I know how to, which is just masturbating furiously all day long. Give it up for internet porn, everybody. What? Right? I feel we could do better. Give it up for internet porn. They haven't taken that away from us yet. Anyway, so I've been just masturbating furiously. But the thing is, I'm into some kinky shit. You want to hear what I'm into? Yes. I'm into this certain type of porn. It's a little rare. It's called topical porn. Anyone else? No? Okay. It's the kind of porn that's going to make you stop in the middle and think, fuck, I should call my congressional representative when I'm done. Porn's about straws being banned. That's what I'm talking about. Anyone else on the board? Yeah. That's the kind of porn I'm into. But I don't see very much of it on the Tumblr, too soon? Okay, it's fine. And I'm a creative person. I'm a creative bitch. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to make my own fucking porn. Watch me. Watch it, please. Anyway, so here's the thing. I have an idea for a porno. Here is an idea I have for a porno. I have a good name for it, too. A lot of pornos need good names, so hear me out. What do you think about this name? It's going to be called Pre-Existing Conditions, but with 3 X's. Check it. It's going to be this super hot gangbang where this one lady is just getting super fucked over by the government. Check it. It's gonna end in this super hot bukkake scene. With a bunch of bukkake. Anyone else? Like, where are my bukkake heads at? There's at least 3, yes. Okay, anyway. It's gonna end in this super hot bukkake scene with a bunch of Paul Ryan looking motherfuckers. Just drenching her. Just covering her. And then they're all gonna sing in unison. See, now you're covered. I can tell by the groans that you're horny. And by the laughter, because that's what I hear in the bedroom. I've been Jenna, thank you.
Hi, everybody. One more time for Jenna Vesper. And closing us out tonight is our final competitor. It is Paul Curry.
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here at the semis. Huge shout out to Queer Space Magazine for making a magazine for spacey queers. I fit the bill. It's so warm recently. It's fantastic. It is true. The supple lips of spring have truly kissed upon the door knob of winter's door. Robert Frost. Love is in the air. I have been thinking of nothing but sex. Toys. That has been on my mind. I don't own any sex toys. I don't want to support Big Dildo. But it's amazing to think of the ingenuity and the math that went into something like a rabbit vibrator, which isn't a vibrator for rabbits. I mean, like before electricity, our ancestors just had to stick a stick in their butt and lay down in a field and wait for a lightning strike. And they would have that reaction. In case you didn't get the subtle hints, I am gay. It's true. It's 2019. You don't need to clap or anything. That's fine. But it's okay if you didn't realize, because it turns out I'm straight passing, which means I pass the straights and I go for the gays. I've been going for the gays recently. I've been dating. Dating is a better word for that. The problem is I'm just not very good with kind of the dating on the e-ternet. Not too good at that. I'm about as good with Tinder as a Boy Scout in a wet forest. I can't really make a spark. I'm being hunted by bears. Sometimes cougars. Oh my. You know, I'm actually quite a catch, but just the type you throw back because it's too young and skinny, so. You see, dating while depressed, it's a whole different ballgame, all right? Like, imagine you're going fishing, right? So you got your fishing pole and everything, and you're depressed, so you stay home and you don't go fishing. And then you turn on the computer and jack off to people catching way bigger fish than you. That's kind of what it's like. You know, it's funny, I didn't realize I was straight passing until I moved to Seattle. I'm originally from Iowa. Is anybody from Iowa? That was expected. When I came to Seattle, I was behind on a couple of things. Like, for example, I went to my university's Gay Straight Alliance, RSO, and we were all sitting around, and the person leading the meeting was like, all right, everyone say your name and your preferred pronoun. And I was like, oh, fuck. What's a pronoun? I couldn't remember what a pronoun was, and I was trying to think back, like, to Schoolhouse Rock, like conjunction, junction, what's your function? That's not it. That wasn't, and this is a true story. And so I got adverbs and pronouns confused. So I just said, Paul quickly. Sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. So actually, my mom went to the University of Washington. She was an undergrad here. Sorry, let me backtrack, actually. So my mom met my dad in Boston, where they went to school. I'm sorry, so let me backtrack. So actually, my great-great-grandfather came to America from Scotland. Sorry, let me backtrack. So Scotland was actually populated by Germanic tribes. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So the Germanic tribes kind of came from Eurasia. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So the first kind of mammal that walked on the earth, I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So Earth is in its primordial form. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So the galaxy is forming an accretion disk, and I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So matter is dominating the universe. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So we're a nanosecond before the Big Bang. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. We don't know. But I do know that I had a great time here tonight, so thank you all so much. I've been Paul Curry. Have a good night.
Yeah! That was a lot of fun. Give it up for Paul Curry! Have yourselves a good night. We have been outstanding. Goodbye.